Hi guys, it's Atlas. Today I wanted to do a kind of like Q&A type thing because I have been getting a lot of questions on Instagram about my regression now that my Instagram account is no longer private. So today is just a Q&A about my regression basically. I went live with Kovu earlier and we tried explaining some things and people just weren't getting it, so I figured I'd just, turn it into a video. So I asked questions on Instagram and I asked questions on Telegram, and so I'm just gonna answer those today. This first one is, can you explain what a regression is? A regression is different for everyone. Regression is different than what people would constitute as age play, DDLB, DDLG, ABDL, things like that. Regression is purely just a childlike state of mind that usually helps someone feel calmer than, I went to go push my glasses up, that helps them feel calm in stressful situations. Mine personally, I use it to help with my mental health issues that I've had that are biological in my family. It helps me cope with certain traumas that I've had in the past as well, which I'm not going to get into because of reasons. But yeah, I use mine as a coping mechanism, and that's about it. This person right after, so it's something that helps you cope with a couple of things. Yes, it helps me cope with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, PTSD. My separation anxiety is really bad when I'm in little space. And my dysphoria. It helps me deal with my dysphoria. I actually got this tattoo because of it. It's Winnie the Pooh and then a little trans flag cape he's wearing. Does anyone ever treat you weirdly because you're a pacifier? Most people don't even know that I have one, or like 5. And I bought most of them myself. How long have you been age regressing? Also, stuffies are so cute and comfy. Yes, stuffies are so cute. This is my favorite. I just got him a couple of weeks ago, right before Christmas. His name is Noir, because it's ironic. And he smells like lavender, because I put a lavender scent in him. I've been regressing since I was about 17, at the end of my first ever relationship. And it's helped me a lot, really, it has. Is it really a healthy way to cope / deal with problems? If you keep it in check, it can be. Like, especially if you have a CG, keep it in check. Don't try to force your CG into CG space. Don't try to force yourself into being little. Don't regress all the time. Things like that. Make sure you still have, your adult headspace to be able to do grown-up things like work and stuff. Would you say it's fun? At times it can be. There are still times where I'm like sad, really sad, and I do have depression, so it helps with that kind of sometimes. Sometimes I just get really, really sad when I'm in little space and I just can't help it, and I'll break down crying or something. When in a childlike state of mind, what do you think about? Because me and my boyfriend are long distance, I kind of think about, wanting to be cuddling with him, wanting to be babied, but I can do that by myself too. I try to remember my rules. We have very specific rules set in place for me when I'm in little space. And it's very important that I follow these rules. And sorry, I'm like rubbing my eye a lot. It's like really itchy, and it's 1:45 in the morning. I have very specific little rules, but also I want to be cute, and I want to be sweet, and I want to be a good boy. So, and what age do you appear to behave like? My regression ages are, they range between 2 and 8, and It depends on my mood. It depends on the situation I'm in, who I'm around. But usually my regression age is about 4, where I'm really interested in things and really curious, and I'm a little more independent, but I'm still slightly dependent, and I can still use my pacifier and all of that fun stuff. So, usually about 4-ish. How did you find out that regressing helps you? I was in a situation where I wasn't in a good place, and I just kind of unknowingly did it one day, and then once I figured out about it, I just kind of like read up and did some reading and educated myself, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the thing that I do that I didn't know that I did, but it exists, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep doing it, and it helps out really well. Like my pacifier, I always keep one of them on me at all times, because if I start to feel anxious or have an anxiety attack or anything, it forces me to breathe through my nose so I don't start hyperventilating, because I do have issues with that with my lungs. Side note, my boyfriend said that I should kind of explain the difference between CGL, or like regression, and actual, age play stuff. Age play, DTLB is all the kink aspect of it, because there's some people who are into that. I'm personally not, because it is my coping mechanism. My regression is purely SFW, and it helps me, and it's purely to help me relax and deal with certain things from my past, while age play is like a sex thing, and that's not what my regression is. Let's see. Okay, I guess I'm moving to telling them now. When did you realize you were little? Again, when I was like 17, in this bad situation. I kind of did it without knowing. And then once I read up on it and kind of like educated myself and all of that fun stuff and got my first pacifier, I just kept at it. How'd you first get into little space? We're just repeating the same question over and over in different wording. How did you get your favorite pacifier and why? I was at the dollar store and I went in there for lemonade, but they didn't have any lemonade, so I got Sunny D. Where did it go? I got Sunny D, and I don't know where my blue one went, and it's really upsetting because I put my paci clip on it. But I got a pack of Winnie the Pooh because I love Winnie the Pooh, because I've always watched it, especially when I'm like anxious and when I'm in a little space. I love watching Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh tattoo. This one, I have a blue one, and then I just bought these two as well. I love Winnie the Pooh, and I'm painting this cabinet to kind of be like Winnie the Pooh themed ish. You'll understand when it's done. This is the last question that I actually have. What is something that you love to hear when you're in little space? I love to be called sweet one and little one and baby, and I love to hear my CG calling himself daddy in the third person, saying things like daddy loves you, daddy's always here for you, and things like that. That's another thing. I was told to inform you guys that CGs can be both romantic and platonic. Before me and my boyfriend got together, he was my CG, and he was my platonic CG, purely platonic. I asked him if I could give him a caregiver name because he was very eager to be a caregiver. I'm his first little. And he said yes, and it just kind of went from there. But your platonic caregiver, we usually call them babysitters because they're just friends. They're helping you out till you get an actual caregiver. And romantic caregiver is just, your caregiver, but also your boyfriend or girlfriend or partner and things like that. But yeah, I like hearing things like, little one, sweet one, did you eat? Did you sleep well? Is your paci nearby? Do you have your stuffy? I want to be there to cuddle you. Sweet, cute little things like that. Yeah. In little space, I really do. I like to dress up really cute. Usually feminine because I'm a small baby and women's clothes are the only clothes that fit me. But we have some really cute clothes like this sweater that I got at Savers. I love this. And then these Sumper PJ pants. And yeah, and in the media you usually see things about little girls and daddies, but you never see little boys. And when you do see little boys, you see little boys and mommies. But I'm a little boy with a daddy. I'm a little gay baby. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say, so I'm just gonna go. I hope this video helped you guys understand a little bit more. If you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments, I guess. And at one point I do want to try to make a video when I'm actually regressed, so that you guys can actually see that. It will happen at some point. I'm not sure when, but it will happen. I do have an idea for when I go out to see my boyfriend. But that's it for now. I'm gonna go eat my mozzarella sticks. And since it's getting later and I'm getting more tired, I might actually regress. So, we'll see how that goes. So that's it for tonight. I'm so tired I don't even remember my outro, so I'm just gonna go. Have a good night, guys. Bye.